Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. So let me just get the background music up and running. So I'm actually still quite busy. Still have like part-time grading to handle. Hopefully the stream is going fine. I hope I don't go offline or anything. Alright, let me grab this. Just in the middle of grading. Chow is already in the chat. I'll have to join in a bit. Let me just boot up my game maker. So not much to talk about this week. I think I had a meeting with Apple. I did some screenshots thingy, screen capturing tool. Alright, so I guess I can talk about that. Hang on. There we go. Hey yo, Nog! Hello, Nog. Did you have a good sleep? I hope you did. I think that should do. Short but good, right? Yo, Sakana. You know what? I think I should go into the server. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Just one moment, let me adjust my volume.
Alright. Are we live or?
Oh yeah, we are live.
Alright.
We're live!
We're live! It's alive!
I'm not sure if Devious is Devious still asleep? I'm not sure. Like,
I'm not sure, but he usually comes by earlier than I do even.
Oh.
Like he usually is on here before you come on.
Oh damn.
But I think. Is that right?
Yeah, I suppose so. Right.
Like,
Usually when I come
comes
in,
a few
the two
minutes
of you are
before,
already in
right?
there.
Yeah. And usually comes usually comes a few minutes before the
Right. I guess.
So maybe he's asleep. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he is. He was working on his game until pretty late. I think. Whoops.
Oh damn. Yeah. It happens. It happens.
Happens. Yeah.
As I want to know.
Yeah,
hello, my friends.
Hello, friend. Yeah. Oh yeah. I did see you guys at the game dev meetup actually.
Oh
What
yeah. I didn't even know there was one.
I don't think it would have. It was like really. It was pretty like there was quite a few people, and like I just went there to basically hang out, but ended up networking as well.
Nice.
Which I don't know. I don't. I just wanted to hang out, but eh.
Well, I mean.
Oh, DBS is here.
Wait,
oh, hello.
Hello, DBS. Oh, his mic is not on. Wait, so what did you talk about during the what do you call that? The drink up?
I talked to some people. I caught up with some people. Made some connections. I talked to actually the person who does some of the stuff for Apple, but I don't know if I can say about what we talked about.
You mean the App Store editors, right?
Actually, it's probably fine. Yeah. We talked about like porting over my games to like iOS.
Yeah. It's funny you say that. I had a meeting with them on Friday, and they were asking, "Hey, did you go to the drink up?" I'm saying no, cause I don't drink. Yeah, but
I also do not drink.
Yeah.
And yet here I am at a drink up.
Yeah, they say I should go anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pizza. So I mean.
Oh, that's
it's,
pizza.
it's
Oh damn! I
plus.
should have gone.
Pizza.
There was like 50 pizzas. It was like an insane amount.
All right, John. Let's
We had
go.
like
Okay.
3 people lugging in pizzas.
Wait, is it free pizza?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I think
Pizza.
the Apple person was like, please like sum up your game. And like as a solo developer, it's important that you need to market yourself. And I was like, it's a game where you fuck up dudes. I was like, and I immediately regretted it. As soon as the words came out of my mouth, I immediately regretted saying it.
So
but, yeah.
did you talk to like was it Abi or Ivan?
I talked to I talked
YC?
I'm terrible with names.
Oh, you
Let's
forgot.
move on.
Alright.
I'm so sorry if you're listening to this right now. I'm so sorry.
No,
I apologize.
Is Devious actually here? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, yo.
Hello.
Devious. Yo, I
You're
hope
talking, I just don't wanna.
hope you have enough
interrupt you.
sleep.
Yeah. Too much. I was hoping to wake up earlier than this.
Right. Shall we start then? Should we
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, can we still stick to the 20 minutes thingy? I'm still behind. Yeah, I'm still behind schedule. Terrible. John.
Yeah, what? Oh, me? Well, actually, I don't really have much to show.
Well, I mean,
Them. Can't believe
let
it.
me go anyway.
yeah.
Let's go.
That's like what, 10 minutes of work?
What? Probably.
Probably.
What do? What I do? Nothing much. I actually refactored my text, this
Oh, nice.
object stuff. So this is just like temporary stuff in place. I'm still trying to figure out like what's a good way of showing, a countdown timer.
Uh-huh.
I know
Mm.
Chinny has this little bar at the bottom of your screen for saw blades
Right.
that goes that diminishes over time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was looking at this clock thing and it does not look good.
What clock
As
thing?
in this,
Yeah.
this circle thing
right,
does not
right.
look good. What do
You know what I'm
normally
a
do?
fan of actually
What?
for countdown timers? I'm a fan of like just going without the outside graphic, right? I just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with the text, but I make the text do a numeric spring.
Mm.
So they actually like bounce out a little bit every time they switch to another text. And that
Right.
gives you a clue as to when the next second would happen. Because you can see the actual thing bouncing a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And you can like clue into that over time, and you don't need to have the circle around it. So that's what I'm a fan of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Second.
Awesome.
Yeah. Because the
other than
circular
that-
animation can be a bit too much, right?
Very distracting.
Yeah,
Very, very
especially if it's not symmetrical, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Very distracting. So that's 10 minutes of work down the drain. But anyway,
What a pro!
what a pro.
God
So other things. Been procrastinating over this for a long time, but now you can't go too far. Yay!
Oh,
yay,
yeah.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
It's 10 minutes of work. So yay! Awesome.
So you just
What I did-
you limited the yaw, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
I can never remember which one is which. The yaw, the pitch.
I actually
oh,
have no idea whether yours is the right word, but I'm just like saying
Yaw,
yes.
I think
because-
is the one where you rotate about the y-axis, I think.
Pitch, yaw, and what? Yaw,
roll.
pitch, yaw, and
Roll.
Yeah.
oh my
Roll.
god.
Oh,
roll
maybe
is
I
remember,
should
the
add
you
roll.
name
remember
for
by
it.
thinking about barrel roll, to the barrel roll.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Quaternion bros. For real.
What if I add roll to this
Oh
thing?
no.
I think people will vomit. I think I will personally vomit. So,
Awesome.
so I mean, if you want projectile vomit to be a weapon in your game, I mean, sure.
Wow.
Yeah, just puke at the
It
screen
works.
to shoot the ducks. Why not?
It's like a next dimensional game mechanic.
It's like you puke in the game and you puke in real life. Oh my god.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. I
Fantastic.
like how you say that at the same time.
So there's that. Did some refactoring of some code, but it's not very
Nice.
visible on screen. But anyway,
Oh, is the
so
text
that's
mesh
that. I'm done.
your class?
Yeah, next.
Is the text
What?
mesh your class or is it from some library?
No, this is my class.
Is this the bitmap font?
Yeah. So like someone wrote a library to do the bitmap font stuff. I'm just wrapping it up, so I can do, because like I have to do a bunch of boilerplate stuff every time I create text.
Wait. So you wrote up your own system for rendering out the text meshes?
Oh no! It's already done. It's there.
It's just for placing it and stuff.
Yeah, for placing.
Okay,
Because
okay.
you know, it's like I have to do a lot of boilerplate stuff to.
I was like, John, stop making everything from scratch. But apparently not this time.
Not.
Apparently not this time.
I did have to go into the code to like this person's library to edit
Yeah.
stuff because it wasn't playing nice.
Oh.
And the last update was like a few years ago. Or
Oh, what do you
something,
mean
so-
by?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. But what do you mean by not playing nice though? Do you want to go into a little bit of detail?
Yeah, it wasn't doing very well with my bundler. I think I mentioned this the last time around. So my bundler is Parcel JS, yeah. And it just wasn't playing nice with the bundling.
Right.
And I had to go in and figure out like a bunch of things to
Damn.
get it to work. Like I had to like maybe change, because it was using like old syntax for creating classes. So I just went in and just changed the syntax to use some newer syntax and stuff like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Damn.
So yeah, outdated library is fun to work with. Yes, adds hours to your development time.
Yeah, every time I have to like import in an old Unity project, it's like I have to edit the code. Yeah, that's not important.
Yeah.
You think that using something like Unity would, not have
Yeah,
the-
it's not all the time, to be fair, and a lot of the time it can be automated, like the fixes. But like maybe 1 out of 4 times, I would actually have to go in and actually modify how they do things. And the worst part is that sometimes that happens with Unity stuff, like stuff that Unity themselves put out.
Oh man.
Come on, Unity.
Come
Give
on,
us a
Unity,
stable-
get it together.
Get it together. Stable API.
Oh, they're never gonna get it together. I can guarantee you that. Never ever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So John, what's next?
Alright. What's next? More UI stuff. One bit at a time. I'll fix the timer, make it like Charles suggested, make it bouncy, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, you don't even need to use numeric sprigging. You can just use a lerp with one of them curves. You know what I'm talking about, right? I'm explaining this very badly, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Like interpolation curve with like bouncy.
Link functions, right? You can use those.
Yeah, I
don't
actually
know.
never used those, right? Yeah, actually exactly that. I didn't expect you to find it, but yeah, something like that. Where it's like an interpolation function where it actually goes up and down. It's basically the same as a numeric spring, except you won't actually have to implement a numeric spring. But it's not this bouncy graph. It's not this particular one. Yeah.
Bouncy curves.
Bouncy curves. Don't go into images. That's probably NSFW.
There is an
Yeah.
ease.js, John. There's an ease.js, I think. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff like. I keep forgetting like the library names for that because I don't use I don't really use these libraries. I just numeric spring can basically emulate almost all of the curve types just by changing the dampening and stuff.
Right. Wait, is it this one or did I remember wrong?
I don't think it's called ease.js, but I can't remember the name of it. It was an interpolation library for 4JS, right?
Oh yeah, easing.net. I was thinking about the visualization itself. Is that John? Easing.
What?
Is that in the previous
Oh,
page?
yeah. Yeah, easing.net. Yeah.
Right. This one, right? The cheat sheet. There we go.
Yeah. This is what I mean.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah, the ease out. Actually, it is the ease out pouch. What am I talking about? No, it's ease out elastic. Yeah. So that's a numeric spring. That's exactly a numeric spring. Yeah. That's what I mean. That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah. So just use that with your size and it should be okay.
Awesome.
You probably just want the ease out elastic though, not the ease in out. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
All right, John.
Cool.
So you'll be working on that next week then.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
What a pro. What a pro.
What a pro.
One
I'm in a
tiny
weird
thing
mood
every
today.
week.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, at least you're not, stagnating. As long as you have something.
Constant improvement.
Yeah.
Even
That's
a
John
little
Ong.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Chow. At least you're not setting fire to buildings and stuff like that.
Wait, what? I said I'm a pyromaniac.
No.
Wait, what? What?
You said like you're in a weird mood today, and then I thought Jimmy was gonna say something like, oh, at least you're not setting fire to buildings or something.
Oh, well, who knows?
Oh.
Who knows? We'll see by tonight.
Oh.
You just see in the Straits Times tomorrow morning.
Oh.
Local game dev sets fire to buildings.
Oh,
And next dev chat is like, my progress today was like I set fire to 3 buildings across
Oh
Singapore.
dear.
I was sitting in a coffee shop with a mug of coffee in his hand. This is fine.
Oh. What are we
Oh my
talking
God.
about again?
I don't know. Let's move on.
The dog game where he's around fire.
The
I
what?
think
Sorry. I need some water.
Right. Oh right.
Yeah,
This will be Chow.
yeah,
That's
that's
right.
thing.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that time.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like what's the actual topic we're talking about right now.
Thank cute.
How do
Yeah.
you not know that this is fine meme? It's a classic.
Yeah. I do know, but I was wondering why we are talking about this. Like,
I don't know actually. That's-
John
what the
started it,
what the heck? John, are you okay? I think we should move on.
all right,
I think
John.
we should move on. All right, John.
I'm sharing
Let's
my
do
screen.
progress.
Okay.
I'm sharing my screen. There we go. Hang on. Is it showing? I hope it's showing.
Yes.
Okay. So one of the major thing I need to work on for the upcoming weeks is I need to think about how to properly do monetization, right? So I'm told, basically I'm told that I need to reevaluate how I am monetizing my game because during the meeting it's said that how do I put it? I need to, like, my ads apparently are too rewarding. That's one of the things that was said, and I need to give people a better reason to want to purchase the IAP basically.
Yeah, stop being a nice guy, Jimmy.
What's your reward?
Yeah, so I was thinking, right, for this game, I'm kind of not too sure at the moment, but I'm thinking like for the rewards I can give maybe a special character. Maybe the character is rendered in a special manner that justifies the IAP, perhaps. You know, in addition to getting rid of ads. So that's something I have to think about. Now, I mean, if you have
It's
any
like
ideas,
there's something additional, is it?
something additional, yeah. But that would still that's enough to entice people into supporting the game monetarily.
So the IAP removes the ads and also adds the extra character.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Just like
You're talking about the thing where you pay for no ads?
Yes. Because like, one of
Yeah,
the
I
reason
get it.
is because my ads frequency is also very low, right? So there isn't like a compelling reason for people to make the purchase. But the thing is,
Right.
I also don't want to
Increase the ad
sacrifice.
rate,
Yeah, I
frequency.
don't want to sacrifice the game experience by
Yeah,
purposely
yeah.
annoying people. So I imagine I will need to make the value proposition of the IAP a lot more significant.
I don't know. Like if you're doing something like that, maybe like not you're saying like an extra skin, is it?
Yes, an extra skin,
Is-
but there is also like several other skins that's free already, right? So the
Yeah.
extra skin has to, it has to be
Something special?
justifiable. Yeah, it has to be something special, right?
Maybe sorry,
Buy
go
only
ahead.
skins.
Sorry,
Go
What
ahead.
about
Go
buy
ahead.
only skins?
buy all the skins.
Buy only skins. So skins you can only buy.
Right, but what kind of a skin would justify the added costs?
Well, it's not. The goal wouldn't be to make money off of it. Sort of.
Right.
I mean, that's not the goal, but the idea is that you want more support. So you're giving them an option. It might not even have to be skins. It might just be like a little tip jar thing or something.
Yeah,
But,
so that's the thing, right? I'm told specifically, right, to explore the tip jar. They say like, oh no, you can have like 3 different tiers. So like till now, right, all my IAP is very simple, right? It's like, you know, $1.99 to get rid of ads.
Yeah.
But they say, hey, why don't you have like 3 different tiers? One is the simple one, just to get rid of ads, and then the next 2, right, is get rid of ads plus something extra.
My opinion is I'm not that well versed with IPs, but if you were to ask me like what would be a nice reward for like the skin, I would personally want to get a skin where it has some kind of extra visual effect on gameplay. For example, if you go over a saw blade, like for example you jump over a saw blade, right?
Yeah.
Maybe some kind of like different particle effect comes out. Maybe like you have a fish character and then after that, I don't know, a bunch of water like splashes out or something like that.
Right.
I feel like just the skin itself might be a bit too plain for that. Like if you have all the other skins right now, right, have no effects when you jump over the saw blade, and then you have this other skin that you only get when you pay for the IAP that has that like additional visual effect. I think that might be a good incentive, but I'm not sure.
That's a good one. Then that brings us another challenge, which is how do you communicate that to the people, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that next. Like, I was gonna say like That's the only thing I don't know how like you're gonna show that unless you show it through like some kind of GIF or like animation.
Yeah.
But that will take a lot of effort. So that's true.
So that's
you
one.
just show it in the community.
Yeah, you can show it in the
Character
promo,
screen.
right?
So say again, show in the what?
Sorry, go ahead.
Show on the character screen.
Show them the character screen.
Yeah, just show the effect in the character screen whenever you're like scrolling through them, because it shows your characters. What you could also probably do is while you have a selector character highlighted, they could like jump or something or do like little tricks.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then that'll be able to highlight what they do.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the only thing you can pretty much do is jump, right? So
Yeah.
move and jump. So like maybe you could just move around randomly and just jump, and that wouldn't be too much, right? I think.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
point.
just like move in place and they're like, you know, doing a little animation, they jump and stuff.
Yeah, that would be an elegant solution. Sakana says co-variation of an animal. Pokemon? Right. Anyways, okay, so that's one thing. Another thing I'm told to also consider, right, is I say I wanted to release the game next month, and in response I'm told that they would only be able to, like, how do I put it? They are best able to support me, right, in a non-busy period, meaning like December during the holidays is there's a lot of traffic, so a lot of the space on the store, right, will have to be allocated to, you know, some of the bigger titles. So they said that I should consider releasing the game in January instead. So I think I will do that, but I am going to start the pre-ordering like as soon as possible, like maybe within the week, so I can, you know, have the game show up in the stores already, but only playable in January.
Yeah, I think that's a good call actually.
And
I wish I did that for Skull Chains because
yeah, but in this case it's literally you know, the editors told me to do that, so like I think the safest thing to do is, you know, just to listen to what the editors say in this case. But anyways, let me show what I have. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I cannot show because I'm just integrating AdMob and testing out, you know, the consent stuff. You know, the thing that is really boring about the like that one aspect of mobile game development is all the legal stuff. You know, you have to handle
Yes.
you have to fill in all the forms, right, about data collection and data tracking. You need to provide in game, right, the prompt to the player, right, like, oh, do you consent to giving Google specific data and whatnot, right?
Yeah, they have to do it again.
Yeah, and on iOS it has a separate one. There's this thing called the app tracking transparency. So I have to integrate that API. So it's really tedious. But
it's a large part of why I don't like to do mobile.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I when I first started, I wasn't even aware there's such a thing. Like GDPR came fairly recently. So like the first time I caught wind of like GDPR, I'm like, what the hell is that? And then that have to take like a couple of months to just to understand how it works. It's tedious, but in any case, those stuff I worked on, it's not fully working yet, but I can't show that. Instead, I will show the screenshot capturing tool that I have. So what I do is so for games, I have to capture for mobile games, I have to capture the screen in like various aspect ratio. So basically, what I have is I can press the P button and then it does that. If you notice, P button.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, then
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then there we go. That's my
my god,
screenshot.
Chinny, I've done this exact same thing that you just did.
Yeah, man.
For my game.
I think
I've done it before as well.
It's like
it's such a pain.
Yeah.
It's such a pain. So I just made something that just like changes the resolution. Yeah, I did the same thing.
Yeah, man. So I can't believe it took me this long to finally get to working on that. Like previously, right, for Jump Juboa, what I did was Jump Juboa, like visually, it's a lot more minimalistic, right? Like there's no buttons below. So what I did was I just I capture the screen, right, in some weird aspect ratio, and then I just do like batch cropping in Photoshop to try to automate it.
That's risky though. Like when I actually submitted my batch cropping, right, they rejected it on the basis that it was not the same as the actual game.
Oh no!
Yeah, so it depends on who you get. Like,
but in the case of Jump Juboa, right, because there's no buttons and nothing, right? So even if I do batch cropping, right, it still looks like it is. It looks the same as it does on the device itself, like,
right? Yeah.
But if you notice, with the buttons here, I can't do the same thing, so I literally need to. Yeah. So that's what I did. Then I recorded some. Gameplay videos for putting up the app preview, the videos, the gameplay trailer and stuff. I have to record 2 variations simply because of the buttons are different. Yeah, but for one of them, right, like I recorded in this iPhone X aspect ratio, and then the video itself I can just crop the top and bottom and it will still work. So yeah, thankfully I don't have to record like three different times, just 2 times.
Right.
Yeah, that's it for my.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. Who's next?
I guess Devious, since we're just going to the regular. Yeah.
Alright, man. Let me stop sharing.
Pokemon time!
Pokemon!
Hey, Dragonmon.
You're distinct. Let's go.
Need to. Wasn't able to set up a plan on how to approach this, but I guess I'll start with this because it's a separate program.
Okay, are you sharing your screen now? Hang on, let me check.
I think.
There we go.
This is the thing I just made. I made the CSV thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty quick.
So you did the visualization as well. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I had to press a button to like load everything. I didn't want to like load it right away just in case something happens. So I can like scroll through all the dragons. I can hover over them, and it shows the thing over here on the right.
Nice.
The way I can compare the thing, which when I was making this, I was like, well, I'm probably gonna end up putting something like this in the game anyways. It's like a dex, like a Pokédex.
Yeah.
Except it's gonna be a little different. So this is just for me to like edit the numbers and whatnot, so I can I'm gonna be able to like click stuff and like type a number and then just change it right here into the CSV.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It makes it quicker because before I was using. Make sure I got everything good.
You're gonna show your switch statement.
Yeah. Before I had this big old thing, but this really wasn't a problem for me. Everyone else had a problem with it, but I started talking to Chinny and some others. I forget who it was.
And
Con?
Knock.
Yeah. There you go. I was close. I had it backwards.
Well, devious, just like I guess just a heads up, but like this, if you use a CSV in future, right, you can actually just import it directly into like either Google Sheets or Excel, and then you can just modify it directly from there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
Except, the reason I was gonna do that before with Libre, but the problem was I couldn't figure out a very simple solution to show the graph.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason I did this. Because the graph. Because if you look on the switch statement, you see all these like graphs and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just seeing. Yeah. I was wondering what the numbers on the VStat were for.
Yeah, and this made it a hell of a lot easier to like measure how strong something was just by looking at it. So I was able to like adjust the numbers even more. Like Ignimp is now a glass cannon because it's super strong in special attack for Pokemon. And then you got some of these other ones that like counter them and whatnot. Because before some of the numbers were like way too high, so some of the numbers were like way too different, like this one compared to all the others.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's too much.
How many creatures in all? Like,
there's 100 planned, and I think I have 50. I want to say I have 50 right now. So I'm halfway through, and this didn't take that long. I thought it was gonna take a long time to make and to like choose what their stats are, but I started creating like a basis. So like fires focus special attack, but they have a weaker like defense, special defense, and luck or something like that. And ghosts had like more luck, so I use those kind of classifications to like make a base amount for each one, and then I just adjusted it slightly to like differentiate like the different things, the different creatures.
Nice.
So I moved all this to the CSV, which actually took like not that long. I basically copied all this, and I ran a for loop that just checked everything and then just added it to the CSV. It was really fast. All right, so actual things of the game that I've added. So I don't fully remember what I did. All right, okay. So let me turn it off. Get out of here.
I saw a name called the Chakodal. What's that?
Yeah, that's
the Chaco.
Alligator and fire. I don't know. Some of the names are kind of hard to come up with. Some of them might change, but for now, it's not a bad name.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So you can now move to a new area, or like to explore and stuff. So before you could only go to like these areas where you can like talk. But now I have the Donruss Woods, and so you can actually go here, and this is where this kind of places where you're gonna like go to explore and whatnot. So in usual Pokemon games, you walk around and stuff, but in this one, that's a big scope thing, because that takes even longer to, root out everything, all the art. The art is probably the thing that would take the longest. But so for right now, what I'm testing is, this is very experimental, but so when you click on one, it opens this little window, and to look for things, you click this little icon right here, and it starts a little mini game.
Okay.
Yeah, wait, I'm trying to. There it goes, and it pops up an item. And then that's how you like get items and like battles, like Pokemon battles will show up right here too. So you would just click them to start a battle, or when you hover over them, it'll show you like which one it is.
Oh, nice.
But for ones you don't know, it won't show you what it is. So
it's kind of like a fishing game with like more depth, because you can go in, you can actually get monsters or like items.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I approached it. It was like the fishing mini game, but you know, not fishing.
You don't just get a fish, you get somebody to fight.
Yeah, you get all kinds of different things. So you find the monsters, you find items, and you find like trainers. So this is also how you find like trainer battles.
Oh.
So then they'll pop up as like, what's up?
Oh, sorry. I'll just so this mini game pops up when you click on any one of the nodes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is there a difference between the nodes?
Like yeah, for each node you can find different dragons, and you can find different trainers.
Right.
Do you unlock all the nodes at the start? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you unlock all the nodes at the start, or is it like you clear one area and you get the next one? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, as you like search them, I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do it, but I might have it based off of trainers you beat.
Or like maybe a monster that you have to beat to clear that region.
I know that's one of the plans right here. This big old rock right here is in the way.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna have to fight something right there to like move it, and it's gonna be like a dragon that's like 10 levels over your current ones.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but it's only gonna be like one, so you gotta like use your whole team to fight it and whatnot.
Oh, by the way, I really like when you click on one of the nodes, I like the mini map at the top. It's really cool.
Yeah, it blinks now. Yeah, I like that little addition. So it's like each one has their own little.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't like that it blocked everything, so you wouldn't be like where am I? This is supposed to change, but it's just not. I don't have it programmed in yet because everyone says overlook, but it'd be like, like this one would say cliff bend and this one would say forest bend.
Right.
That's just not in yet. Or whatever. And same thing right here. It shows your inventory.
Yeah, I really like that like that mini almost fishing mini game, because once you get what you want, once you get an encounter that you want, you can just stop and just use
like if you're doing it or something, you can click this and stop it automatically.
Yeah,
that way you feel like, oh, I got what I want.
That's cool.
And it's going to be different mini games too, so this isn't the only mini game. This is just a mini game for this area, or I might change it up, like have different ones over here too.
Right.
But yeah. So I have like a week ago I wrote down all these like little mini games that I could probably have, just to see, and then I start testing them and see which ones are like fun and which ones aren't. But,
maybe it could be themed as well. Like for example, for the ones near the river, it can be more fishing themed or something.
Yeah, that was the idea.
Maybe
Yeah. But each one has to only be controlled by the mouse buttons, left and right. Yeah. So like for this one, it's left speeds it up, and right is the one that you choose to fire your little that thing. So if I press left, it'll speed up a little. I gotta probably make it faster. Yeah. I was thinking of having items that make things harder. So right now it spawns everything like anywhere. But if you had a harder difficulty minigame, it would have it would spawn them over here only. Because these are the hardest ones that I found to actually shoot.
Yeah, or maybe for certain areas it can have the same mini game, but it's slower or faster or something.
Yeah.
Or there's more.
Yeah, you do that too. Add more little.
Would it be hard to add some kind of item that you could take to increase the frequency of encounters, increase the number of squares?
These?
Buy
these
kind of item to increase the number.
I can totally do something like that. That's what I was thinking. To make a special, I'll just call it amulet. A special amulet, or a potion or whatever that you take, and then it makes things easier, basically. Yeah, it makes things easier, it makes things harder, and based on the difficulty determines your thing that you get.
Yeah, You'd have to do that for every kind of mini game, though.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that
depending on the mini
difficult.
game.
This alone was just like super simple. Like this is just a small little array of like 7 entries to handle all of it. That's pretty much it.
So
I would just end up having to add extra spots. That's fine.
So the gameplay loops is you go to each node, you explore, you might get into a fight, and you might pick up item, right? And then you just go from node to node. When do you head back to town, and like what's the purpose of the town?
So your creatures will get hurt and stuff. So you would want to go to town to like heal them and whatnot. Or to buy new items, or to go train or something, because there's a spar area. I'm gonna make the spar area be like you can fight other people, not just a single character or whatever.
Right.
Right now it just opens up a fight, which I gotta show because I gotta show the ending screen.
Right. And basically
this shaping up this. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say this shaping up to be pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, I'm really liking how it's going. It's pretty nice.
I like how all the little systems interact with each other.
Yeah. I'm trying to make everything like cohesive and whatnot. To make it like go together and whatnot. What was this? Right, okay, so the next thing that I showed that. Shop. Okay. Okay, the actual fighting. You just kill her real quick. Die.
Right. Did you fix the bug from last week?
Yeah, I fixed the bug. Hopefully. So it should. Yeah, because they wouldn't be dying right now. So like when you see them die, it wouldn't be showing them like moving away and going all red.
Right.
Like that, it wouldn't be showing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
New bug.
Another one.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. Oh wait, I think I know why this happened too. Son of a bitch.
Damn.
Alright, well. Yeah, let me just gonna.
So how many regions did you say you're gonna make again? This is 1, right? That's 2.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's 2 regions. So it's what is it? God, where's the big map? The world map. Because I'm loosely going off of that now, but so no. Wait, did I delete?
I see a dragon map. Is that it?
No, that's the poster.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
right.
Ended up naming it because I didn't have a name for it, but I was like, I'm just gonna call it Dragon Map. It's whatever. Ah, shoot. Is it bigger? Yes, here it is. Okay. This was the original map idea for the world map. So you had the volcano area. So there's going to be a city for each one. This is where you would start. Then you have the boat area. I'm probably going to make this smaller so I can have more room for the boat. And that's going to be its own thing. Then you have, this is where the Colosseum is going to be. So that's like the ending place. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 area? 7 cities.
Right. What's with that one soul node in the middle of nowhere?
There's one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Dragon Roost. That's where you start.
Oh, right.
Or not Dragon Roost, Dawn Roost. Yeah, I really wish they didn't have that name. I wonder if I can use that, actually. I don't think I can, but...
You can try.
Yeah, I can try. I mean, I have a backup, so... Yeah, that's where you start, but I mean, this isn't exactly what I'm going to do. It's just like a rough... might actually end up changing some stuff around. Because as I noticed when I was working on the map, what I noticed as working on the map is that it makes its own course. So like, as I was moving it, I was like, oh, this doesn't work like this. It doesn't look good. And ended up just moving things around. Because I originally drew this on a little piece of paper. and it looks nothing like a little piece of paper. It looks similar, but like the entire layout is different. But it has the core things like the big rock, the pier, and the bigger rock in the cave.
Right.
And the exits in the city. So it has those elements, but it's like completely laid out different. So I was working on this, and I was like, "Oh, this is just gonna end up completely different, but it's fine because it has the core concepts that I wanted to go for, like the landmark kind of looking thing." And So as I was working on this, though, I noticed that I was creating different kind of paths, and this is probably gonna end up shaping how the actual world map looks. Yeah. So like the little piece of paper, this world map's gonna end up probably looking completely different, but the core concepts are gonna be there, like the core places. Like this is the desert, this is the forest, this is the mountains, and the volcano.
Yes, mountain.
Fire. Yeah, and then this is the tundra, so like the freezing area or whatnot.
Right.
And then this is the main area, the island coliseum or whatever. And you have the boat, so it's gonna be 7 cities. And between each city is going to be like a little route, which is going to be these things. So between each one is going to be like one of these. Yeah. So the loop is, like you said, you go to each node. Each node isn't unlocked automatically, like mentioned before. So you go to each node, you search each node. As you search each node, there's a certain criteria you got to meet. When you reach that criteria, then you unlock the next node, and you just keep going and going and going.
Right.
You fight them, your dragons get weaker. You go back to town to either buy items or to kill them and stuff. Or, yeah. Right. Or like train or whatnot.
So that's a game loop in place.
Yeah, there's a game loop in place. Like I mentioned before in the chat, I was like, the loop is finally in. Because I was able to, well, it wasn't. But now it's just all messed up. I don't know exactly why. Wait, what was the error? Oh, it's the draw event.
So what do you think you will be working on next week?
I will be working on fixing this bug.
Yes.
Sure. I don't tackle it now, but I think I will be able to. Sorry, it's gonna bug me. I just want to find a place. Okay, there. Okay. So I'm going to add. I'm gonna pick. So the thing I'm working on right now was the. I'm going to add the Pokédex, or the Dragon Dex, and I'm going to work on the trainer battles, so like how to initiate the actual combat whenever they show up on the little grid, the 12 grid in the searching minigame. Do that, gonna pick the criteria, I'm not entirely sure how, but I'll figure it out. Then that'll unlock the nodes, so now I gotta work on that. And then once I get that going, I got to the reason why I made the whole separate monster stat system to actually spawn them. And it's gonna be a scaling, so like anywhere you go, it should scale the creature's stats and whatnot. So these are the base stats. All the base stats are in this little thing down here, and then it's gonna apply the base stats, and it's gonna apply all the extra little things to change it up or whatnot.
Right.
So that'll be fun. like it will. So once I get that in there, you'll see spawning dragons, spawning trainer fights, going through the nodes. I actually don't have a heal, so I'll have to work on that. And then I'll have to work on switching out your dragons, because right now you make the dragons, but you don't actually get the dragons in that thing I showed before.
Right.
So I got to work on that. Then I got to work on switching out your dragons. So like the at the ranch. think that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot to do. Let us
Oh,
know
yeah.
when you have like
Yeah,
a
just-
playtesting view.
Yeah. I wonder if I'll be able to have one by the end of next week.
And
Thought I would have by this time, but no.
Yeah, understandable. Understandable.
Yeah, because so many systems like rely on other systems, so I'm not able to
Yeah.
put out a build yet.
Okay then. I guess it's Charleston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen and my jigger. Well, let me just check to make sure that I have everything set up here.
Okay.
Should be okay. Go live. Okay, so let me see. I have a
Physical
okay.
games.
So first thing I want to talk about is my game is now the third top physical game on itch.io.
Oh, fantastic.
Is this thingamajig? Is this basically it's basically a character sheet for Mockborg, right? But the character sheet, I made it in a pocket fold format so that like if you fold, it's a bit hard to explain, so I'm gonna show a video of it. Here you go. So if you open it up, you find your stats here, right? And your weapon. So you can, in combat, this is basically all you need, and most of the stuff that you want to do, this is all you need. And here is basically your description and class, which is also important for like narrative stuff. So this is the main important stuff. But if you open it, oh my god, artifacting. Sorry. Yeah, but if you open it up to the right, ignore the artifacting. You can see that like you got your inventory along with your stuff here. So this is for all the mechanical stuff you do in the game. If that makes sense. VLC, stop. Okay, thank you, VLC. Okay, when you turn to the left, right, you get a bunch of notes that you can also like check to see what kind of narrative stuff is being affected on your player. So if you turn to the right, it's for like mechanical stuff, and for combat stuff, and turn to the left is for more for like narrative stuff. So I made it in that format so that it's easier to kind of do. And if you open it up, you get this thing. Come on, Brendan, you can do it. Okay. Yeah, so you get this. So this is actually my personal solo portents, which is basically a bunch of words that I roll on in order to get some kind of like answer to a question. For example, I can ask like, what's my objective? And I might get 68, which is like defeat. Then I might get like 3, which is fire. So it's like there's some kind of fire after defeat or something.
Right.
So this is for that. And there's this system for like answering yes, no questions and some random events. And here's like plot threads, so you can just write them down. So basically this is just a A4 piece of paper, but you basically get a character sheet and you get all this VLC, thank you. Then you get all this other stuff as well. And people really like it, apparently. They can draw your character on the front and put his name there. Yeah, Marco.
I have a question. How do you pronounce the name?
I have no idea. I mean the actual name of my Pocket Scum. But they in the heavy metal community they replace the U with a V a lot, and that infiltrated the Mark Bart community. So that's why everybody just instead of saying fuck, they say fuck. I guess. Yeah, but
there's like schism.
It's a heavy metal thing. I don't know.
But a session can how do I put it? A game session can be quite long, right? So like if you run out of space, what happens then?
Oh, as in for the character sheet?
Yeah.
The character sheet basically has enough space for basically everything that you will need to do. There's an inventory limit basically, and this unless you have insanely high strength, this should tide you over for it. And basically, the actual character sheet. There's everything from the actual character sheet, including the amount of space they give you.
Right.
But on this, I somehow was able to do it over the course of like 2-3 days. I just kept trying to minimalize it and trying to make it fit, basically, but give enough space to write down stuff.
Nice.
And I wasted so much paper because I could actually print it out to see whether I could actually write down properly. So that was a lot of work, and yeah, it's free. It's a free thing.
Very nice.
People have been tipping me though, so I used all that money for dice just now. I just used all the money to buy dice.
It just occurred to me that they're supposed to use the eraser. Right.
Yeah, you're supposed to use the eraser. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a pencil, so you're supposed to write down and then erase, and then write down and erase.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
Nice.
That's basically that. That's what I did on the past few days. There is also progress on my book. So I actually have been writing up some more stuff in my book. It should be done by a week or two from now. I think I added basically some of the Oracle stuff, but I haven't finished up the last 2 pages of content here. Then after that, it's just editing. So it's probably gonna take a week or two more, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it should be fairly close to completion though. Basically, it's almost fully content complete at this point, so that's good. Yeah, that's basically that. And also,
oh, sorry, it's just one. Will you be doing a video of your this book?
Yes, I will be. I will also be probably selling it, but I'll have a lot of community copies, so people can grab it free if they want to. But the funny thing is, I think that I'm not gonna say it's a definite thing, but I do think that I can, if I can make some money off this, that will be nice. So I was thinking maybe maybe put it up for $3 or $4, and then put the community copies up in case people want it free. So yeah, that's my plan.
What is a community copies?
Oh, it's a community copy. Is like if you can't afford the thing, you can just click and there's a limited amount, and you get the product for free. You tie it to your account.
Oh.
Some of the top physical games have community copies. Let me see. Maybe this one does. Yeah, community copies. So all copies claimed for this one, for example. Oh. So it's for people who are experiencing financial hardships.
Right.
So that's usually the thing that they write down here. And a lot of them have that.
Is there any way to like filter that?
Filter? What do you mean?
Like, what's keeping somebody from just making a bunch of accounts and just like being a jackass?
Nothing. And basically, it's basically just there for, if you can't afford it for now, you can just basically get it free.
Right.
That's basically it.
It relies on the goodwill of the people, right?
Yeah, it does. And it usually works out pretty okay, I'm told at least, from people who have done it. The TTRPG community is very nice, and they will try to support each other if they can. As evident from the fact that this is free, but I still got like $40 from it in one night.
Very nice.
So yeah, so that's cool. Also, I wanted to share something very, 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 very cool that I found with you guys that will probably be of use.
Oh.
I was searching for a method. Okay, so you guys know that I've been doing streams and I've been doing like this solo RPG stuff, right? Editing out the periods of silence, like a few seconds here, a few seconds there, can take like an hour for like a 20-minute long video, which makes sense, I guess. Like you have to cut here and cut there, you have to cut out your or ahs. If you stutter or something, you have to cut that out, right?
Yeah.
What this does is it not only cuts out the dead space in the audio, it gives you some additional CLI commands for like how long the seconds have to be of the video to be silent for it to cut out, right? It will cut those periods of silence out for you automatically. But that's not what made me think this is an amazing tool. What made me think it's an amazing tool is that you can actually export it to an existing video editor, and it will actually cut up for you in that, like cut up for you, and then you can import it into the editor, and then you can have a series of cut up videos that you can easily edit now. Because every single section of you talking, and then when you like, let's say I'm saying something, then I stop talking, right? So that will be one chunk. Then you can just, if you say at the end of the sentence, you can just cut that out immediately. So I don't know if, sorry, I'm not explaining this very well, but do you kind of get what this does? It basically edits out anything that's silent of your video.
What happens if when you stream, right, you have background music on?
I don't have background music on. That's for that reason.
Right.
No, not for that reason. The main reason I don't have background music on is because I edit music in afterwards. But you're right, if I have background music on, I cannot use this unless I get the threshold for the audio just right. Because if you do that, you can cut out even, like you can still work with background music if you have your background music low enough, is what I'm saying.
Nice.
But that's very risky, so I wouldn't recommend it. But this is super useful. Like you can just talk to you can just talk into a recording for an hour, run this through this thing, and I actually timed myself how long I took to edit the videos, right?
Yeah.
Normally, or originally, I think like last week I was talking to you guys about videos and I was saying I'm never gonna do that thing where I edit out every and R, right? Well, I am that person now because it doesn't take all that long. Because like normally it would take me 4 hours or something to edit out every single and R. For a video that I have right now, I have about 400 edits in it, 400 cuts in it. So this one actually makes it 4 times shorter for the editing time when I timed it, like how long I took to edit 2 videos of the same length. And that's insane. Like to me, that's insane because like that saves like so much time that it basically means that I have to increase my video quality. And this is a great way of doing it because like now, the good thing is that even the silent parts, right? If you want them in, you can still have the silent parts in for certain parts because of the exporting to the editor, right? They don't cut up the video and then export it to the editor. They export the full video to the editor with regions cut out. So you can actually expand that region and you can still have some of the silence put in. I'm sorry, I'm explaining this am I making sense? Like,
yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm explaining it really badly, but I'm glad you guys kind of understand what this is. I think it's very useful because like for everything, I think like it will be useful for speed draws or time lapses of development also, because they also have a setting for motion threshold. So if you just leave your screen on and you go to take a toilet break or whatever, it will edit that part out for you.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's super useful. And if it does a false positive, it's still fine because it exports to the editor the full video with just cuts.
Nice.
There's also one more feature that I wanted to talk about. I'm like a spokesperson for this now. But I mean, it's free. It's freaking free. It's a command line application, but I think the one tool that I haven't used yet is that it can actually detect where the loud or soft noises are in the video.
Okay. Loud or soft noises?
A lot of stuff you can do. It's basically a whole system for you just pass your, sorry?
So I think the video cut out a little bit earlier. Last thing I heard was loud or soft noises.
Oh yeah. So it basically allows you to have loud or soft noises detected, ranges of loud and soft noises. So if you speak too loudly into the microphone and you don't cap it, this is a good way of checking before you upload it. And I just realized they have a YTDLP support, which I didn't know about. YTDLP is YouTube download, their expansion basically.
Right.
Which allows you to automatically process stuff from YouTube. That's insane, actually. I didn't know you could do that. But yeah, that's basically it's basically a way of. The only thing I can fault it for is this logo is not. This kind of. It made me not think good things of it when I first saw it. It's like the seat is like 2 rectangles and kind of. but it's an excellent piece of software. I think you guys might find a lot of use out of it, so I wanted to at least mention it.
Let me write down the name.
Well, maybe Chinny. I don't know.
Sorry?
Auto editor, right? Let me write down the name.
I think it's good. For development time lapses and stuff. Especially I think for Chinny, since he does YouTube videos, it can be very, very useful. But yeah, that's basically it from me. Yeah.
Link it in the channel.
Oh yeah, I will.
Yeah, thanks.
Link it in the channel and also link it in the Discord as well.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, I think this week has been pretty damn fun. Just making stuff and just doing this. And unrelated to my development, but I guess I'll see what I'm going to do next week. But next week I'm just finishing up my book. That's basically it. And I'm finishing up my mockbox sessions. Only 3 sessions have been uploaded to YouTube, but it's basically I have a backlog of videos to upload. I'm uploading 1 per week. But I'm actually finishing up the series soon and then moving on to another one, which I think is going to be quite fun. But on a personal note, I've been able to actually sleep recently.
Nice.
And I did that through programming. what I did, right, was I wrote a script that uses that downloads dungeon synth from YouTube.
Okay.
I won't show it, but it basically, you know how like albums on YouTube are divided into chapters. I have this software that I made that basically downloads the thing, splits it up into chapters, exports it into an MP3 file, and then puts it onto my iPad automatically. I just run the script and put in the YouTube URL, and I can put additional options for like if I wanted to have a delay between the chapters or whatever. And what I do is I play that before I sleep, and then I set a half-hour timer to turn it off right after. And ever since I've started doing that with Dungeon Synth, which is like a very relaxing kind of music, I've been able to sleep every night throughout the entire night.
Right.
And yeah, that's nothing to do with development. I guess it does actually, because I programmed the thing to download whatever. I've been able to sleep.
I have to admit,
I'm in a weird mood today.
Right. No,
So,
I have to admit, when you say Dungeon Synth, I don't know. Like, I mean, I have to admit.
Oh, you don't know what Dungeon Synth is?
Yeah. And so I was thinking, do you listen to heavy metal to sleep or something? Like, what kind of music?
Actually, the kind of music is like very close to heavy metal. It's close to black metal. What? Dungeon Synth is like related to black metal.
But you say
I'll send you some stuff later on. It's like really, really good.
Okay.
Like I'd recommend the most relaxing one is this one. I'll just post it in the Discord. But yeah, I'll stop the stream now. Yeah.
Sorry, Devious, I cut you off. You were saying something?
I forgot what I was gonna say. oh yeah, no. It deals with development. It's health. What do you call it?
Yeah, mental health and physical health is important for development.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm in a really good mood like these days, which is not like I guess sleeping has to do with that.
Yeah, man.
Being able to finally sleep is a huge thing, you know. Like it's like, oh my god, finally I can sleep. Yeah, so sorry.
That's where I don't get enough sleep. It's just
it sucks. Yeah, it's like even if you want to work, you cannot work because
I just physically can't.
Yeah, yeah.
The brain can't like shoot the synapse.
I just saw what Sakana just wrote. Heavy metal and sleeping big yikes. I used to do that when I was in secondary school. I would listen to heavy metal like during my sleep. I don't know. It just helps me sleep. Like in the past, like so. I guess I don't know, but it's not heavy metal. It's just heavy metal adjacent.
Right.
Dungeon Synth is the kind of music that they will introduce in a black metal album before the main tracks start. Then it evolves into its own genre. That's why I say it's very related to heavy metal.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, shall we?
Cool.
Yeah, shall we do a recap? John, wake up.
You know what?
Huh? Where am I?
What?
Shall we recap, John?
Yeah, let's recap.
I'm just gonna slowly make tiny changes to whatever I'm working on.
Right.
So I'm gonna tweak.
Whatever I'm working on is what you said.
Okay. Tweak the countdown timer thing.
Oh, right.
It's nicer.
Tweak the countdown timer. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes. I need to test the ads integration, but also based on the feedback given by the editors, right? I do also need to think about when to show the prompt for the IAP, as a way to appeal to the player. Hey, either you can support the game and you have an ad-free experience, or you can still play for free. But you have to watch some ads. So I need to figure out like when is the best time to do it. And something I forgot to mention was that in Jump Juboa, right? What I did was the first time you see an ad, after the ad, I show the IAP prompt saying that this is a ad supported game, and so on and so forth. But the feedback I got was that that's actually not a good way of doing things. You should show the prompt first before you show the ads. You shouldn't show the ads, right, and then be like, telling the player, hey, that sucked, isn't it? Now pay money if you don't want to experience that again. So I need to rework the way I do the prompt for the IAP. And that's it for me.
I am. See, I forgot to write it down. I'm gonna work on the bug, the ending screen. I'm gonna work on unlocking nodes. I'm gonna work on spawning dragon enemies.
Yeah.
Trainer enemies. The ranch, switching out your dragons, and switching out the actions that you can take on your dragon. So like the little thunderbolt, you can change that out. It's a lot of stuff, so I probably won't be able to tackle it all, but I have a list. So that's good.
Right.
Man with a plan.
Yeah, man.
For me, I don't have a plan, so I'm just gonna make the book, I guess. I guess that's my plan. Yeah, that's my plan. I'm making the book. I have a plan.
Awesome.
I'm making the book.
I have one question actually. You say you have a backlog of videos, right? Do you plan to do one where you DM for other people?
Potentially, but I will have to get the permission of the people I DM for. I do occasionally GM for other people, but like it's rarer than my solo stuff, I think.
Right.
On a related note, actually, the solo stuff is very useful for learning to GM. Every single time I've GM'd after like a spurt of like playing a bunch of solo games, I have always done better. So yeah, I'm just really hyped about like Pocket Scum getting third most popular on itch. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It is.
It beat out Mouse Ritter and Honey Heist, which are both usually it's very hard to. Like it's easy to get onto the front page of the popular list, right? But it's very hard in particular to beat Honey Heist. And I've seen people on Twitter go, "Hey, I beat Honey Heist on the physical games popularity list." I've seen like 3 of those posts.
So like, Honey Heist has always been on that page.
It's always been on that page for like 5 years or some shit. It's a really popular small one-page RPG where you're a goddamn bear, as I quote from the page. But like it's very hard to beat that one for some reason, and I did. So I'm hyped.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically it for me. I'm just gonna make a book and I'm gonna make a video, I guess.
Oh, I guess that's it then.
Cool.
I have to get back to grading. Alright. Boring stuff. Anyways, thanks for the chat. Shall we do this again next week?
Fun one.
Yeah, fun. Yeah.
Let's
do this again next week. Yeah. See you all, man. See you all. See you next Sunday.
Yeah.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
See ya. Okay, that was fun. Let's see. I guess that's it. I guess we can end it here, right? I don't think there's anyone to rate. Let me see. Yo, Nokia! Join at the worst time. Yeah, we just ended. We just ended our little chat. 4 of us. Also, Sakana, why am I leaving? Yeah, I need to get back to grading. I need to continue my part-time work. Hang on, let me comment this away. I'm done with the demonstration. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna get back to my part-time work, then prepare for tomorrow's part-time teaching as well. But I hope to get back to developing a slight chance of Slowblade very soon. Give everyone A+ save time. Unfortunately, I cannot do that. Unfortunately. Anyways, thanks for joining, man. Thanks Akana, thanks Nokia. Hope to see you again soon. I'll try to see if I can squeeze in some time, you know, to stream the development, but it has been a very busy few weeks, you know, especially when it's so close to holiday. Things does seem to get busier for some reason. Alright, see you all, bye.